Well, sadly for those who are exposed to the elements, I'm afraid that the clouds have opened up and it is teeming down here. There are some fans who are going to get very, very wet. Having said which, there are almost no empty seats. It is a terrific turnout under the circumstances. There's nowhere else to go, in truth, if you want to see this much-anticipated game. So, come rain or come shine, we are here and really looking forward to it. The Emirates on this occasion, so vibrant, so atmospheric. A mouth-watering game this between two very high-quality sides. A treat for everybody here.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high caliber.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. There's an early warning shot across the bow. And it's hoisted clear. And the weighted pass. Willock. Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. Well blocked, and back out it comes. It's a brilliant interception. Bentancur.
Uruguay have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
Valverde. And he's surging through. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do, to get them off and running. He was just never going to miss.
Well, the keeper probably felt he could read that, but he's guessed completely wrongly. He's gone to the other side.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
Valverde. Bentancur. Looking to get within range. Turns and goes back. Gets the better of his man. In for the follow-up. Clears it out of harm's way. Out to the right. Valverde decides to play it back. It is a corner. And that has been cleared. Can't get the better of his opposite number. That's a throw. Willock. And he's cut it out. Gets good distance on it. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Across the field it goes. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Dashing forward at pace. How about a shot? Has a hit! And he heaves it forward. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
It's broken loose. Oh, that's a fine challenge. It's gone out for a throw-in. In with the challenge. Uruguay have a free kick. He's got a chance from here, but not the kindest angle. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. Tries to get it clear. Lobs it in gently. That's offside. Yes, it is. And the half-time whistle goes. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight. We're promptly into the second 45 minutes.
Newcastle don't need to press the panic button just yet.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. He's in! And the shot! Oh, poor contact, nothing on the shot.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Uruguay get it back again. Ball's loose, who's getting there? No complaints about that challenge, robust but fair. Shot at goal! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Uruguay are making a change now. It's out for a goal kick. He's on his way. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Valverde drives it forward. And he just whacks it away. Tried to play it through.
Yeah, I mean, I think he did well to spot the run. He just didn't get enough behind it. It happens.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Just has to be done.
Now can he finish? This could spell danger. Goes for goal! He's got away with one there.
That was great pressure to force the initial error, Peter. It's the perfect example as to why this is a favourite tactic of a lot of teams these days.
Newcastle can make their change now with a break in play. It's going to be a double change then. Valverde. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Oh, he's found him. He's gone for it!
Newcastle are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
Newcastle grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Valverde drives forward with purpose. Can he find a finish now? Lovely bit of skill.
Uruguay merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
It's a goal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
He's made it 2, and no doubt he's hungry for more. We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Newcastle take the lead.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
Going for goal! That's a throw. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Nicely measured pass. Face to face with the keeper. Real chance! That's it! 2 up and threatening to pull clear.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Newcastle go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Is there any support? He might not need it. It's being played forward. He's got options out wide. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. And truly, this is a remarkable stadium, the Allianz Arena, a symbol of cutting-edge technology and architectural perfection. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Yes, Peter, it's a shame it's only a friendly, but then again, that may help us see a more expressive attacking contest. And I'd be prepared to settle for a clash of lesser intensity in favour of lots of flair, skill and plenty of tricks and a few goals. I suspect I've probably overstretched my level of greed here.
And already we're underway here. Ball is over the line. Llorente positions himself well and cuts it out. And now the breakaway. Cuts it out.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. There really wasn't very much in that, not far away from being a telling final ball.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Hits one! Oh, shame, that was nicely worked.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Puts it back. Llorente drives it forward. Now the ball's come loose and the chase is on.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Shoots! Goal! Benfica! And Benfica take the lead.
Benfica are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
Benfica hits one! He's pulled off a fine save.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Fence has got rid of that. Shot at goal! Good save, he got a decent fist on that. And that's been levered clear. It's got through. Turns and goes back. "15 minutes till half-time. Nicely measured pass. Shoot, and the finish! They've scored! All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight.
Oh, what a cracking goal, but a cracking touch as well. That's what made it for me. That's brilliant play all round.
Benfica have a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
That has put a stop to that. And he's there to clear it. And he's surging through. And he can get that clear. That's the throw. Whipped in. Defending of the desperate variety. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. He's left his man. Ball's out on the left now. Oh, that's neat. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. So a chance to deliver a ball into the box. So he's plotting something before playing it in. Llorente is there to heave it away. Looks to clip it forward. Could cross it here. Cleared away. Tries to get it forward quickly. Lookman. This is promising. Oh, that is asking for trouble. The whistle goes for half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Look, Peter, this isn't good. Their body language is not encouraging, and the manager must have a major verbal impact, or else.
So we're already into the second period.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
The whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Lookman just brushed off the ball there. Ball's loose, who's getting there? And that's been won straight back. Save, real class.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net.
He's had a shot! It's there! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe! That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Well, most of those go high and what?
That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Llorente. Benfica are leaving men forward, threatening to break.
Well, if they're not putting the work in by getting back, they have to deliver with this tactic.
Plays it over to the other flank. He's had a look, and a shot! They are rampant! And the lead is extended still further.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
He's made it 3. Quite a day at the office for him.
That defence must be sick of the sight of him. He's been persistent and ruthless all game. He just hasn't stopped working.
Benfica blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
They're looking, and they've been caught out here. He's in! Real chance! Lookman! Well positioned to make that interception. Oh, he's found him in space. Tries a shot! And in it goes! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! Well, how's that for a class finish?
I just thought he knew exactly what he was doing by feigning to move one way and then readjusting back. Controlled trickery.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Oh, chance! And that would have won it.
Well, that ought to have wrapped it up, Peter. You may well regret that, you know.
Ball's gone out of play. Hoists it forward. Has a hit! Danger averted for now. So can they do it again? Gets up to hit it! They've done it! Back within 1! They have them in their sights again! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Oh, this fella's as slippery as an eel the way he freed himself to score. I mean, for that defence...
Has a goal! It's a goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
He snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball.
Well, he's been the outstanding player on the pitch and devastating in front of the goal. What a display, what a player.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be...
Oh, shooting chance! He's had a shot! Oh, it's in! Late in the day, this could well be it! He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
That's just great play, Peter. A textbook example for any wannabe footballers out there on positioning and movement.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
there's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
A long ball, but not especially accurate. Almost there, and the players can feel it. And now they can launch a counter. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Gets away from his opponent. He's there to receive it. Goes down, but nothing given. And that will be the final act. What a match, what a comeback. That is how to respond to adversity. Truly deserving winners. So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to grit and desire and the stubbornness to keep plugging away. And this has been great staying power.
Well, good day to you on a grey day here, which promises rain, but promises way beyond that what should be a really good game of football. The stands are packed here, people have done everything they can to get here. Indeed, the roads outside were pretty badly clogged, but I think most of the traffic issues have been settled, and indeed, I think most people have now got through the turnstiles and are well covered up against the elements, whatever they may throw at us over the next hour or two. And we have him. He's gone for it! Stefan on goal.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Cleared away. Has a hit! Now, can he capitalise? Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Lerma. Plays it out to the wing. That's a good ball to find him. Oh, well defended, that had to be done. Away from immediate danger. Hits one! And he's there to clear it.
Colombia have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
That's not going to make it. He's got the ball glued to his feet. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Hoists it forward. Just brushed off the ball there. Chance to break. He's on his way. Big chance! He's had a shot! And he's done it! And that really is so impressive.
I think he just thought about trying his luck from further out there, but why bother when you can worm your way through a defence like that? It's terrific play to get through and score.
A 1-0 lead established.
He's just gone and reminded us.
And the shot! Really well taken goal. All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Madrid get themselves a 2-goal cushion.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Plays it out to the flank. Hoists it high. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Good clearance and very necessary. Madrid have hit a quick-fire double here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Into the channel. Goes to finish! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Colombia really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Rudiger cuts it out. And it's played forward. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And he's there to cut it out. Turns and goes back. Oh, he's found him in space. It's a good run, that. Great timing. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Mbappe. Shapes to shoot! In for the pieces! And more, and more, and more! And surely that settles it! Ospina did well the first time, nothing he could do about the follow-up.
That's just great play, Peter. A textbook example for any wannabe footballers out there on positioning and movement.
And the shot! Oh, taken with style! And they are right back with... There's the end of the first half.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Madrid are broadly in charge, but the contest is still alive at 3-1. Well, the action has already resumed here. No changes at half-time that we're aware of. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Valverde. Brought forward. What does he try from here? Bernardo Silva. Valverde. Lerma did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Finds himself eased off the ball. Bernardo Silva tries lifting it over. Promising move that. Good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy.
Colombia have made their intentions clear by leaving men up front.
Looking to play on the break?
Yeah, it's obvious that they're prepared to take a risk or two.
Has a hit! Lerma. And that's put paid to a promising move. He's in, shoots! Lerma gets rid without sophistication. Forward it goes. And it's been taken straight back. That's a throw. Well positioned to make that interception. Oh, that's a waste. And that is as far as they're going to go. This is promising. Chance! Chance! It's gone a long way up and away. Lerma. Played out to the right. 75 minutes played. Oh, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Mbappe!
And it's the goalkeepers to claim. Rudiger.
Valverde.
Tries to get it forward quickly.
Bernardo Silva. Mbappe. And the finish!
And that would have been game, set and match.
He'll be fuming with himself for not converting. He could have killed it off.
Knocks it away.
A real chance to break. Oh, good interception. Tries to get it forward quickly.
Mbappe!
Mbappe is flagged offside. Offside again. Ball's loose, who's getting there? It's come going for goal! Oh, that was no routine save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
And that has been cleared.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Forward it goes. And time is up.
Madrid in victory here, and on balance they were worth it.
And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, they had a game plan which was about hammering away in central positions, and it paid off. For me, they were persistent and ruthless.
Well, that's it from us. Thanks very much, Jim. It's a very good day to you from both. Well, a very good evening to you as you join us for tonight's live game. Unfortunately, our weather forecast is somewhat less than promising. We're told to expect intermittent spells of heavy rain, which might very well impact on the quality of the football later. It'll certainly add a new dimension, especially for those players who like to keep hold of... Has a pop! Defending of the desperate variety. Pellegrini. Guendouzi. Pellegrini. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Looks to me as though this is probably a little too far out for a shot. What a sensational save from Anderson! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best. Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite...
Has a goal! It's there! There is the breakthrough!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. And it's Dybala. Up for the header! It's in! And they're at it again, in double quick time! Just so calm under pressure.
Oh, this fella's as slippery as an eel the way he freed himself to score. I mean, for that defence, it was a case of, now you've got him, now you don't. Brilliant.
Kante is the guilty party there. And he has shown him a yellow card. Now it's Lukaku. Here's the through ball. Goalkeeper's ball. And here's Lukaku. Greenwood. Has a pop! It's a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Gets up to head it! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Skriniar did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Cristante. Dybala. Lobs it in gently. Well positioned to make that interception. And that's put paid to a promising move. Conte. Kante drives it forward. Greenwood in with the challenge. Pellegrini, whose goal-scoring skills have already been evident. This is promising. Greenwood. good interception. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Peter, his body shape was a giveaway before he made the pass, and its obviousness was appreciated.
Shoots! And yes, it's there! Back to within one! Interesting! Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
Well, it's pretty damning on the part of that defence, Peter, that he was allowed so much time and space. But I think you have to give credit where it's due, and it was a brilliant set-up and finish.
Fenerbahce get themselves back into contention.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This
hits one! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Greenwood.
Questions were asked. Oh, real danger here. Trout shot at goal.
Greenwood.
And a second time. Sticks it away. A goal at a really telling moment. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Lukaku really showed good strength there. Held his man off, didn't let himself get bullied, and got his effort away. Maintained control.
Hits one! Just off target.
Pellegrini certainly could have and should have made more of that.
And out to safety.
Guendouzi. Conte. That'll be the final action of the first half. Fenerbahce come out of a half that has been quite extraordinary on many counts. High scoring, truly exciting, but neither side able to hold a lead. And we are up to the break.
We've seen some really terrific football in that half with the flow of goals. And of course there are mistakes, but I'm not in a mood to moan.
Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2. And the game has already resumed here.
Goes for goal! What a wonderful goal!
And some players are just capable of grabbing a game by the scruff of the neck. And his immense talent may just have done exactly that and injected the belief that they can retain their lead this time round. Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, that's a fine save!
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Kante gets it away. Greenwood looks to get on the end of this. Pellegrini does well to read it and intercepts. And it's Dybala. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
He went for the curler.
Cleared away. Pellegrini. Cuts it out. Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also causing an extra defensive presence to prevent that.
And the counter is on. Greenwood. Well read, he sorted that out. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Rain starting to fall here. It has been looking that way for a little while. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Skriniar gets rid without sophistication. Dybala gets on the end of it. Cleared without complication.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Cristante. Dybala. Hoists it forward. Forward it goes. Now it's Lukaku.
Peter, we can only applaud that quality of tackle in the circumstances. It was probably goal-saving.
Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Oh, real chance! It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game, to square things up. And he scores! Back in business! Oh, dispatched with certainty.
Well, that's the way to take a penalty. Stand up, pick your spot, and blast it home.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Listen, with the momentum that goal gives them now, they may well push for a winner before the 90 minutes is up. Players don't like extra time, believe me.
Well played, he saw that coming.
Fenerbahce merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Conte. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Goes long. Dybala. Now it's Dybala. And he's there to clear it. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Out to the left it goes. They can get that clear. Intercepts the throw. That's well read.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Now it's Lukaku. The official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. He's brushed off the ball there. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. And it's Dybala. Conte. Skriniar tries to get it forward quickly. It is going to need 30 more minutes. No winner after 90.
Yeah, and it's been a contest between two sides that were evenly matched on the day. Neither deserves to be on the losing side.
So all square, we need a winner, and we will be back for extra time.
Into extra time we go. Fenerbahce pay the price for failing to close out the match in normal. Greenwood has got himself a free kick. This is Lukaku. That's gone a long way up and away. Foot in. Has a hit! That's a real chance missed.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
And it's been taken straight back.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Ball's loose, who's getting there? And they've been caught out here. Gets away from his opponents. And the shot! And that has been clubbed away. And he just whacks it away. Has a hit! Another chance! Yes! He's done it! And that has raised the roof! That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate. And we've just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his willingness to take a risk, as cunning as it comes.
He's made it 2, and no doubt he's hungry for more. Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Greenwood. We've reached the midway point in extra time.
Well, there's plenty of potential for a final twist in this turn. I think there's bound to be some late drama in the final 15 minutes of this, I think.
And if you're just back, the action is back underway already. This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left? Nicely measured pass. Lukaku going for goal! He scored! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, I think he just thought about trying his luck from further out there, but why bother when you can worm your way through a defence like that? It's terrific play to get through and score.
He snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball.
This is one of the best performances I've seen in a while. He's practically taken on this team single-handedly, and they don't know how to stop him.
Fenerbahce take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win. Going through. And it's played forward. Lukaku. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. And the ball's come out. It's got through and...
They didn't manage to get nearly enough into the box, and that speaks of little ambition.
Ake tries to clear. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Fenerbahce did it the hard way, a testament to their great powers of recovery. They have defied the odds. Your reflections then, Jim?
Yeah, they had a game plan which was about hammering away in central positions, and it paid off. For me, they were persistent and ruthless.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world. And boy, does it add to the occasion. A mouth-watering game this between two very high-quality sides. A treat for everybody here.
Well, get ready for some high-grade football, Peter. Two strong teams, as you say, full of wonderful individual talent. And we have every right to anticipate some really entertaining football. As to whether we'll see a high-scoring contest, that's a little harder to predict. I'm not complaining, though, because there are good players everywhere you look around this surface, and that's a fine start in itself.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Marquinhos. He's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
Okay, interesting. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what are they trying to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Has a goal! Oh, shame, that was nicely worked.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Gets wrestled off the ball. What's up? Ferran Torres! He scored! First blood drawn.
Well, that defence just wasn't expecting their midfield to mess up then, so when they did, they were caught completely cold by such a swift breakaway and such a well-worked finish too.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
Great strike, but the keeper's equal to it. And the follow-up. Hoists it forward. Ferran Torres. Forward it goes. Loose ball, who's going to get there? Hardly anything between the sides, and the score is 1-0. He's off on a marauding, has a pop! It's in!
Oh, what a cracking goal, but a cracking touch as well. That's what made it for me. That's brilliant play all round.
Norway grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Tries to get it forward quickly.
Going through. Just deflected over the goal line for a corner. Shoots! Hernandez gets good distance on it. Could be a chance. Oh, shooting! Sticks it away! Chance! He's gone for it! Goal! Norway! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Simplicity itself.
And that's what the game is all about. Find space and finish, but we have to credit the passer to pick him out.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
Hakimi. Ferran Torres.
It'll be a throw-in. And it's played forward. Dembele. Real chance! Goal!
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial. Oh, the invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
And the half-time whistle goes. Wigan playing their part in a real slugfest here, a glut of goals, and nothing to suggest much is going to change.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure they're respected.
The referee's awarded a free kick. And you would probably say it's too far out for a shot. That was travelling. Now it's Dembele. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. KINH goes long.
Attempts to play it through. Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also...
Tries a shot! Danger averted for now. Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Ball's loose, who's getting there? He's picked him out. He's had a look. Hoists it forward. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Was too timid to make it through the defence. It'll be noted and improved upon, I'm sure.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent.
Hernandez with a good steal, well played. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well read, he sorted that out.
KINH
Tries to get it forward quickly. He's got through.
And here's Dembele. Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
A heavy challenge.
Ferran Torres.
Dembele. He's had a shot. He scored. And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
Hits one! Oh, real danger here. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
It is another opportunity from a set piece they have here. So he's plotting something before playing it in.
Good challenge, excellent challenge.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Oh, great ball!
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Well played, he saw that coming.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Goes for goal! It's broken loose! Hurls himself at it! So close to drawing level.
Makes you think, Peter, they could have been doing this earlier. Still, it's encouraging.
Dembele goes for goal!
Should have put that one away.
Well, he's definitely kept the side in the game then. That's really good positioning. They could have doubled their lead there.
Goes for it! It's anyone's ball.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Surely. Chance! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, the look on his face says it all.
It is just a question of running down the clock now. Fabian Ruiz. Oh, it's Dembele. And he's cut it out. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. And the defence can get it clear. And that's it. Wigan have done it in dramatic fashion. A massive test of character, and they passed it with flying colours. A truly outstanding comeback by any measure. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Yeah, they had a game plan which was about hammering away in central positions, and it paid off. For me, they were persistent and ruthless.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, hello and good evening to all of you. Unfortunately, it appears that the weather hasn't quite read the script here. There has been a dreadful downpour from well before the moment the turnstiles opened, and there is considerable concern on the faces of the officials. We think it's going to be okay. Clearly, the pitch will be slippery. It'll be a challenge for those who have to officiate, never mind those who have to play. Benzema has a go! It's their first effort on goal.
All he'd be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Savage. Malcolm, who's steaming forward. It's a loose ball. Forward it goes. Has he picked him up? He's had a shot! Oh, shame, that was nicely worked.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Savage. And here's Benzema. That intervention was very necessary. Tries to get it forward quickly. Savage. Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. Jimenez gets into the right position to intercept. Bentancur. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Savage doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Quick, going for goal! There it is! And Uruguay take the lead!
Uruguay are looking strong on the break. Winning the ball in midfield is one thing, but it's their clever use of counter-attacking. That's the real highlight.
Uruguay take the lead, 1-0.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
Malcolm. Gets the better of his man. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. And out to safety. Malcolm. Now can he finish? Jimenez can hoist it clear. Bentancur. Hardly anything between the sides, and it's 1-0. Hernandez. Hoists it forward. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Timely intervention. Malcolm. Uruguay leading by 1 and looking very comfortable on it. Benzema gets on the end of it, and the shot! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Malcolm sparked a tremendous stop there, and I think it's fair to add, he just wasn't expecting it.
Cleared away. Real chance! And that has been cleared. Malcolm. Benzema has a go! Oh, it's gone in!
Oh, it's terribly unfortunate for them, and maybe we can attribute that to a loss of focus.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Malcolm. And here's Benzema. Could try cutting inside here. And a header! They've scored!
Al Hilal are so well practiced in the art of keeping the ball through wonderful passing.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So a really good half of football, 3 goals, and just one separating them.
The own goal was symptomatic of their first half performance. They're not at it.
Well, we're already into the second period.
Uruguay need to get the balance right to sort this out.
Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. Uruguay present their opponents with the best possible chance here to increase the lead. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. He was just never going to miss.
Yeah, and he smashed it right down the middle. It was just as well the keeper didn't hold his position.
So the lead now is 2.
Look, it's a whole different ball game now, Peter, and it's a test of how they manage affairs from here.
And he just whacks it away. Cut out in the nick of time. Savage. It's a fine run, and he's happy to keep going. Malcolm. And he's cut it out. He can get that clear. Gets it back. Ruben Neves does well to read it and intercepts. Good challenge, he just stood firm. And now the breakaway.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Al Hilal are leaving men forward, threatening to break. Chance to shoot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Ruben Neves. Jimenez. And it's played forward. Ruben Neves, who's made his mark on this game. Defenders on the back foot. Ball through needs to be good here. Got a sight of goal. Chance! They are rampant! And they are pulling clear here. Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
And that's what the game is all about. Find space and finish, but we have to credit the pass to pick him out.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Ruben Neves. Ruben Neves with a long pass. That's not going to make it. He's picked him out. Benzema. Oh, real danger here.
Yeah, he was under pressure to get that exactly right, and he couldn't even think of the consequences. It was instinctive and rock solid.
Oh, real chance! Shoots! That's gone a long way up and away. Benzema did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Well, they can break here. Savic. Malcolm. Forward it goes. Nicely measured pass. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Malcolm gets it out to the wing, back into the middle. And back to base. Koulibaly. Hernandez. There will be a throw-in. Savic. A heavy challenge. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. It's a promising ball. Goes for goal! And yes, it's there! They're back within reach!
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
He's made it 2, and no doubt he's hungry for more. So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? It's got through to him. Corner it is. Ruben Neves plays it short. Turns and goes back. Hernandez. And it's Ruben Neves. Striding forward, facing goal. And here's Benzema. And he's there to cut it out. Ruben Neves. And that's that. And in the end, it got away. They just weren't allowed to build on their lead. They lost their lead, and they lost the game. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
I enjoyed that, Peter. Both teams went about their work in a really committed manner, and for me, it just always held an interest.
That's where we have to... Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all the atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world, and boy does it add to the occasion. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
the whistle. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Of course, Manuel Neuer. He doesn't just dominate his area, Peter, he seems to control the whole of the defensive third. He's excellent at mopping up any balls that make it through that.
And another time! Oh, that's a fine save!
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class rage.
Besic. Kimmich. Besic. Kimmich. Davis. It's a brilliant interception. Gets good distance on it. Kane. Tries to get it forward quickly. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Costa. Atalanta still to register a shot on target. De Roon.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Costa plays it forward. Kimmich battles to win it back. Davis gets away from his opponent. Brings it forward. Defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Davis. Besic. Needed a better pass there. He's had a goal! Davis drives it towards the front. Now surely! Has a hit! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Atalanta really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while that's the case.
Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And it's played forward. Shoots! And he's done it! And Atalanta go in front.
Well, that defence just wasn't expecting their midfield to mess up then, so when they did, they were caught completely cold by such a swift breakaway and such a well-worked finish too.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
Kimmich gets it back. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Forward it goes. Besic. And here's Kane. Atalanta got their goal at the end of the first half, and the score is 1-0. That intervention was very necessary. And we've reached half-time. So there you have it, a close sport half of football, but still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. More than decent game up to now.
Well, that certainly pleased the fans, and the players are definitely happy with that scoreline. The question is now, can they protect it?
Atalanta are in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Besic. What an adventurous run from a defender. Duron is there and he can get that clear. Now the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Besic. Cut out in the nick of time.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Cuts it out. Duron tried to play it through.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Tries to switch the play. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Time to deliver.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also causing an extra defensive presence to prevent that.
Just brushed off the ball there. Kane.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
This isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Spot on, Peter.
He's got through. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Kimmich. Davis. Duron. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message.
He's gone for it! So close to drawing level.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment. Look, there are some very good headers of a ball in this team now, and they'll be demanding the right delivery to give them a chance to go at this. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Zappacosta drives it forward.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Hoists it forward. And he's cut it out.
Atalanta are clearly looking to kill this game off. It's keeping the ball away from the other end too.
He's through the middle. Well read, he sorted that out.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Hits one! They've done it! Two ahead, late in the day, game over surely. What about that, Jim Beglin?
Yeah, and teamwork was key to that. A beautiful piece of engineering to set him free in the box.
Atalanta up for the header! And it's hoisted clear. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
Chance! Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. A decent win via a very competent performance. Without doubt they were the better side, and the result reflects as much. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Atalanta won thanks to a disciplined game plan. Homework provided the groundwork, and it exploited an obvious central weakness.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. Some beautiful scenes here inside the mid-arow. It certainly retains all of its... that looks a foul. The referee's given it. Oh, great save, real class.
Well, as Tesco Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
And he's there to hoof it away. That has been cleared. Sanchez. Shoots! And it's a goal! And it's Colombia who take the lead. That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
Well, for me, that's just pure predatory brilliance. It's not so much the finish, but the way he read the situation when nobody else was even alert to it. It's fantastic.
So, a breakthrough already. Get a throw in. Quarter of an hour played. Colombia scored early, of course, and he's had a shot! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And the through ball is intercepted. Quintero can hoist it clear. Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. That intervention was very necessary. And he heaves it forward. He's had a go! Oh, taken with style!
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial.
What about that, Jim Beglin?
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, for me, both sides are strong and well-matched, and I think you need to be a good player to be out there right now.
Loose ball, who's going to get that? Lovely feet. Hits one! Quintero. Half an hour played now. And the ball is out of play. Pretty robust, but it's got the job done. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. He's pinged one through here. He's one-on-one. He's gone for it! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Gets up, shapes to shoot! And in it goes! And the comeback is complete! Lovely goal, perfect poise to set himself for the strike. His second of the game, hits one! They've done it!
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten. And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Oh, I think the coach...
Yeah, he's fouled him there. More than happy to take the muscular approach. He's got it, and he's got top, has a pop! It's bounced out! He scored! They've done it! It was coming! The referee brings the first half to a close. Colombia come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. And we are up to the break.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Well, time to catch your breath after a manic first half. Goals, goals and more goals, but only one between them. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. That's a decent ball. Going through. Plays it back. Goes for goal! Quintero. It's a brilliant interception. He's made sure that that won't get through.
Dortmund have made their intentions clear by leaving men up front.
Looking to play on the break.
Yeah, it's obvious that they're prepared to take...
Whistle's gone, that's foul. CHhäM. And they've been caught out here.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Spot on, Peter.
Well, it did look promising to start with, but in the end they were thwarted before they could even make it into the final third. Either side really getting hold of the ball. Gets good distance on it. Tries to get it forward quickly.
Portable. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. And it's James Rodriguez. Colombia get it back again. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition.
Dortmund are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say. Dortmund are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted.
Has a goal! No mistake! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. Was there ever any doubt?
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, extra time looms now, but that leveller creates great impetus, and they've got to fancy their chances of clinching victory from what looked like the jaws of defeat.
Oh, real danger here. Chance to shoot. In comes the delivery.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Just 5 minutes remaining now. Good take, and he's had a look. A chance! Going for goal! Yes, he's done it! And that has raised the roof!
Oh, what a cracking goal, but a cracking touch as well. That's what made it for me. That's brilliant play all round.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. 2 changes being made right now. Dortmund complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Chance! He has done it! And with that goal comes comfort. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, none of us were exactly sure how that was going to end up then, but I'm delighted to see such a...
Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. Colombia looking to change the direction of the game here. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. He's gone for it! Chance to shoot! Oh, didn't catch it right. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. And in the end, it got away. They just weren't allowed to build on their lead, they lost their lead, and they lost the game. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, the game plan for me just looked a little confused, and the crowd seemed to pick up on this early on, and it just created a kind of negative vibe around the whole stadium, and I think this performance was...
Well, a very good evening to you as you join us for tonight's live game. Unfortunately, our weather forecast is somewhat less than promising. We're told to expect intermittent spells of heavy rain, which might very well impact on the quality of the football later. It'll certainly add a new dimension, especially for those players who like to keep hold of the ball. A few anxious faces hoping it will all somehow stay away, but I have to tell you that we are told is an extremely unlikely scenario. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue, quite a sight to behold. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Yes, Peter, it's a shame it's only a friendly, but then again, that may help us see a more expressive attacking contest, and I'd be prepared to settle for a clash of lesser intensity in favour of lots of flair, skill and plenty of tricks and a few goals. I suspect I've probably overstretched my level of greed here.
And as you can see, we've already started here. Gross. Is there any support? He might not need it.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
KINH tries to get it forward quickly. Hoists it forward. KINH, he's got through. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Cut out in the nick of time. Gets it upfield. Throw it. Martinez. Forward it goes. Cristiano Ronaldo. Koeman. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. A buccaneering run from the defender. That was always going to be the keepers. Koeman. And it's played forward. Good take, and has a goal! Goal! Germany!
Germany are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
Germany get themselves into the lead.
Still a fragile lead, though. They can't afford to sit on this.
And here's Mane, and here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Goes for goal! Back of the net! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
And that has added... Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Could be thinking about a shot here. Chance! They've scored! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Great reactions in front of goal. He just saw what was on.
Well, for me, that's just pure predatory brilliance. It's not so much the finish, but the way he read the situation when nobody else was even alert to it. It's fantastic.
So we have things develop from here.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
And it's Mane. Gross. He's there to receive it. And the finish! It's there! Germany are all square! Oh, you've got to say, the odds on him missing from there were very slim.
Peter, that was just a defensive act of generosity that was always going to have a painful ending.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Hoists it forward. Real chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
And it's played forward. And he's made sure that that won't get through. Mane. He's had a shot! They score!
Looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was
And the first half is done.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Well, time to catch your breath after a manic first half. Goals, goals and more goals, but only one between them. Already up and running for the second half. Changes made by neither side from what we understand. Had a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Coleman clearly cannot believe it, but he is off, and they're going to have to find a way without him.
Good interception. Mane. Just brushed off the ball there. Good ball. Has a pop! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Defending of the desperate variety. Played in with accuracy. Has he found his man? That's a throw. Gross. Kimmich. This could spell danger.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Needed a better pass there. Gross. Kimmich. Gross. Now has a hit. Enough try.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work out.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
Kimmich. Goes for goal!
Germany showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Just has to be done.
Tries a shot! Hits one! And he's there to hoof it away. More pressure on the opposition goal.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
Brozovic is there, and he can get that. He's gone for it! Saved. It's good keeping.
Yeah, on another occasion, all that went wrong may come right.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Brozovic tries to get it forward quickly. Gets it back. It's a loose ball. Sané. What a ball this has turned out to be. He's tried one! It is just a question of running down the clock now. Oh, what a ball!
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
Oh, shooting chance! And he's there to make a great save.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
All hands on deck for this one. Shoots! Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. What a match, what a comeback. That is how to respond to adversity. Truly deserving winners. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Yeah, they had a game plan which was about hammering away in central positions, and it paid off. For me, they were persistent and ruthless.
Well, we have the most perfect day for you. A warm hello in every sense of the word. The sun is out and football has a special place on this most idyllic of days. A fixture ahead of us to which we've all been looking forward for so very, very long, and it means so very, very much. The scene could not be more beautiful. The pitch looks terrific. The players are ready to get started, and we cannot wait for the contest that lies ahead. Well, it is, of course, a venue that requires little by way of introduction. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And so we have the first set piece of the game. He's having a go. Decent hit from there. Alexander-Arnold. Forward it goes. Brings it forward. Valverde. Mbappe has a pop! He's delivered all right!
What a start, and what a contribution from the main man. I had a feeling he might do something, given his reputation, but to do it like that, absolutely brilliant. I wasn't expecting that. And how about the timing of the pass and run?
That's a foul. Free kick's been given. It is a fair distance from goal. I'm not sure if he'll have a go. Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Mbappe. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. He's had a go! And they've been caught out here. Oh, shooting chance! They've done it! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. Deflection may or may not have made a difference. Little matter, it is his. Madrid take a 2-goal lead, and things should be comfortable from here on in.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Away from immediate danger. Cuts it out. Hoists it forward. Mbappe. He's found his man. Great leap! In he goes again! Yes! And they're at it again in double quick time. Mbappe with a predatory goal.
Oh, look, there's only one player who merits all the praise for that. Not only did he finish it, but his instincts for being where he was are absolutely top-notch.
Madrid take a 3-goal lead, and they are romping out of sight.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
He's played him through. Going for goal! Trying to get there. Oh, and another time! Cleared away. Valverde looking to get on the end of this. Knocks it away. Tries to get it forward quickly. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Tries a shot! And it's played forward. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Mbappe. Strong challenge, but well within the laws. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Valverde, he does have an assist to his name. And he's shown him a clean pair of heels. Goalkeeper's ball. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned. Looks to me as though this is probably a little too far out for a shot. And he should have made it 4. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger.
Well, I don't think it was the wisest option, Peter.
Speculative strike. Courtois gets it upfield. Chelsea get it back again. Chance to shoot! Sticks it away! And the first 45 minutes are up. As easy as 1, 2, 3. It really has been that straightforward halfway through the match, but very little to suggest that much will change over the second half. And we are already promptly back underway. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. Chance! And the finish! And that is doing no harm. Alexander-Arnold. Valverde. Shapes to shoot! He has done it! And they are right back within touch!
Chelsea are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
So is this the start of a comeback? Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Cut out in the nick of time. Keeper's got good distance on that.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities. Madrid have made their intentions clear by leaving men up front.
Looking to play on the break?
Yeah, it's obvious that they're prepared to take a risk or two.
Alexander-Arnold. Quick glance at goal. He's a big chance. In it goes. And the lead is 3. It is surely done.
Oh, what a cracking goal, but a cracking touch as well. That's what made it for me. That's brilliant play all round.
He's made it 3. Quite a day at the office for him.
Well, he's been the outstanding player on the pitch and devastating in front of goal. What a display, what a player.
So now the difference is 3. Ah, now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Oh, smart save. He's gone for it. Oh, extraordinary.
Yeah, maybe the circumstances are beginning to heap on the pressure because they're trying to force it.
Hoists it forward. Ball through needs to be good here. He's made sure that that won't get through. Brought forward. What does he try from here? He gets past his man. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that.
Alexander-Arnold.
He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Well played, he saw that coming.
Alexander-Arnold.
Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Valverde. The referee's awarded a free kick. Madrid with a chance here to increase their lead. He'll fancy himself from here. He's gone direct. It's broken loose. Oh, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
Surely. And he's whipped it in low. Shooting chance! Valverde.
Mbappe. Mbappe.
It's a fine challenge and it goes his way.
Mbappe.
Real chance! Back of the net! Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. Simplicity itself.
Mbappe is the obvious danger man here, and yet he was afforded way too much freedom. I think he was gifted that goal. His reputation should have been warning enough for them.
4 in the game. He is the man. Madrid tear their opponents apart once again. They are utterly ruthless.
And that's it. Out-muscled, out-manoeuvred, outwitted. They just couldn't find any way into the game, and they are comprehensively beaten. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players didn't turn up for the first half, and then it all went downhill.
So that's it for today. Thank you, Jim, and good afternoon all.